So the next topic is rectangular coordinate system. So from vector analysis we are familiar with the rectangular coordinate system, in which here this is the basic Cartesian coordinate system. We studied earlier that this is the I, j and k unit vectors along the x, y, z axis. Now in tensor analysis we take a system from 0 to x2 and to x3, and these are the unit vector in the form of the e1, e2 and e3, and this system is known as, you can say, the k coordinate system. And this is another coordinate system in which we rotate this axis, and I denote x with x1 with x dash, x2 with x2 dash, and x3 with x3 dash. And this is another system, you can say, the k dash system. And according to k dash system we have unit vectors e1 dash, e2 dash and e3 dash. Now here we have some proof related to this system, that ei dot ej, that is equals to del ij. And from vector analysis we know that when j equals to I, if j equals to I, then in place of j I put I. So that means we have this result, ei dot ej becomes ei dot ei. And when we have same unit vectors, so then that means if we take the dot product of same unit vector, then that result is equals to 1. And if I and j are not equal, that means if we take dot product of two different unit vectors, then that result is 0. So this is basically the definition of the Kronecker delta. We discussed earlier that when I equals to j, then their dot product is 1, and when I not equals to j, then that result is 0. So that means we can say that ei dot ej is equals to del ij. Now next we have some direction cosines. Here this is the coordinate system from 0, x1, x2 and x3, and this is the angle between, and this is some r unit vector in that coordinate system. And alpha 1 is the angle between x1 and to the unit vector and to the position vector r, and alpha 2 is basically the angle between x2 and the unit vector r, and alpha 3 is basically the angle between x3 and the, you can say, the unit vector the vector r. So these are the angles between angles with the position vector r with the positive direction of ox1, x2 and xc. Now here there are three quantities that we can say, that cos of alpha 1, cos of alpha 2 and cos of alpha 3, and these three quantities are called direction cosine of this vector r. So for convenience I can write it L1, that is equals to cos of alpha 1, L2 that is equals to cos of alpha 2, and L3 that is equals to cos of alpha 3. So if I generally write the equation of the unit vector r, position vector r, so r in basic rectangular coordinate system is equals to xi plus yj plus zk. But here in place of xi I am putting x1, and in place of y I am taking x2, and in place of z I am taking x3, and in the place of ijk unit vectors here I have ei, e2 and e3. So I can write position vector like this. Now here taking the dot product of r with e1, then we have x1, and when, or I can say that r cos of alpha 1 is basically equals to x1. So like this, similarly I have r cos of alpha 2 that is equals to x2, and r cos alpha 3 that is equals to x3. Now substitute all these values in equation 1. So I have this equation, that r that is equals to r cos alpha 1 e1 plus r cos alpha 2 e2 plus r cos alpha 3 e3. Now there are some basic unit vector in the direction of r, that the unit vector, the formula for the unit vector r, that is equals to r vector divided by r. This r is basically a scalar quantity. So when dividing this r vector with simple r, so the r cancel out and we have only this result. And if we simplify, then I get the value of cos alpha 1 that is x1 over r, cos alpha 2 that is x2 over r, and cos of alpha 3 that is x3 over r. Now combining all these values and square it, so I got this result that cos square alpha 1 plus cos square alpha 2 plus cos square alpha 3 is basically equals to 1. That means L1 square plus L2 square plus L3 square is equals to 1. Thus we have shown that the unit vector in the direction of r has its component the direction cosines of r, and that sum of square of the direction cosines is unity. So L1, L2 and 3 are basically direction cosines, and these are equals to cos of alpha 1, cos of alpha 2 and cos of alpha 3. Now we have some definition of Lij, that is we define Lij to be the cosine of the angle between the ith axis of the k dash system and jth axis of the k system. So we discussed earlier these two systems, some k dash and some k system. So according to that system, I can write Lij, that is equals to cos of xi dash and xj dash, and this result is equals to e1 dash dot e2 dash ej dash. Here and I and j are 1 2 3. So for example, if I have, you can say L21, then cos of x2 dash and x1, that is equals to e2 dash dot e1 dash, so that is equals to cos of theta. So theta is the angle between x2 dash and x1 dash. This is the basic definition of Lij. Now further